Hey guys, welcome to another video in our Ask the Roofer video series. This time we wanted to introduce you to Taylor Stroud. Taylor runs our Lowcountry branch of Daniel Enterprises. It covers Charleston, Savannah to Columbia, more or less. So we wanted to talk a little bit about how we met Taylor and how he came to be working for us. So back in 2016, we had Hurricane Matthew. Where were you working?
I was working on Fripp and Harbor Island as a maintenance manager for a short-term rental company.
So you're working down there, hurricane comes through, y'all have a lot of damage.
Yeah, we had about 10 roofs that needed to be full replacement on 10 roofs, and we had lots of flooding issues and things of that nature, interior damage. It was quite a overwhelming, massive work that had to be completed.
It was a big storm too.
After that storm, so I called around the Beaufort area, and as you can imagine, after a storm of that magnitude, there was a shortage of roofers, for one, that we could get under a dry roof to continue doing the other.
And we were hearing about 6 months, 8 months, 12-month lead time from some guys
so,
at that point.
It didn't help that we also had a tropical storm about 2 or 3 weeks before that, Hermine, come through, and it did some damage as well that people were still waiting when Matthew hit for adjusters to even get to them. So the first step to that process is getting it tarped till adjusters can get there and assess the situation, and then also getting under a dry roof so we can complete the other repairs that are necessary so the houses could be rented back out to guests that were already booked for the most part in that situation. On those two islands, those guests typically book about 12 months in advance. So we were under the gun to get them fixed.
And this was October 2016. What time does your season typically start down there?
The season starts down there right around the 1st of April. It starts to get, every house is starting to get booked for week in, week out. So
you had a five month, and you're getting 6 month lead times from contractors.
Yeah, I mean, we have 6 month lead time, which isn't going to get any better. It never gets moved up. It's always back. So,
and we had just been down in Hilton Head because another contractor we work for, a remediation contractor, said, "Hey, there's shortage of people working down here. We need help." So I'd gone down a weekend and looked at a few houses with him on Hilton Head. So we started running ads down in that general area. I think we went, our target area was Charleston to Savannah, so it covered a wide berth, and it was a Facebook, Instagram ad, wasn't it?
It was Facebook, and it was
just had the call now button on there.
It was a week to the date after I returned back to Beaufort from evacuation, and I was starting to sweat quite a bit because I didn't have anybody on the books to even come look at jobs. I was calling roofers trying to get, saying, if you come tarp this, I will get you the job. And some of the jobs were pretty sizable jobs. Big houses out there on the beach and on the sea islands. So I hit the call now button. I talked with Dave. He sent a representative from Charlotte down the next day. I met with them. Dave himself came down a little later on that afternoon. We checked out a few roofs and
even put some tarps on that.
Yeah, started tarping roofs, and started the process of getting the estimates done and getting the bids turned in so we can get approval from the owners, who most of the time are out of state. So they were really relying on me and my leadership team at the company that I work for to provide them with information about what was going on, what needed to be done, what the process was going to be. And the number one thing in that process, really, as far as the house themselves, getting them rent ready, is of course sealing the roof in before we do any other work. So
because you got weeks, maybe sometimes even months of interior repairs that still have to get done. Nothing can happen till you're dry. So
we we were able to get down and get some of those roofs tarped that needed to be tarped, estimates taken care of, that so we could send those to the homeowners. Which really the work that the representative that they sent and Dave did really helped us out and made our company look good as far as getting them on schedule for repairs. And also the extra work that we did working with the insurance companies and adjusters themselves. Dave and that representative had quite a few hours and talking to adjusters, explaining why this could or can't be done. Really, I believe made a huge impact on the outcome and the satisfaction of our clients at the rental company, which would be the owners of those houses, getting those fixed and rent ready. And we had every single house back rent ready before the busy season was upon us. And I think all the ones that Daniel Enterprises had anything to do with were done actually before the first of the year, which is it was quite a feat.
Yeah, we were down there because we got contracts. We were down there doing work within a week or so, if I remember correctly, maybe a couple weeks, getting the first few knocked out. I think some of the bigger projects were happening like February, March, like the siding out on Harbor Island, and then on Fripp we had some. Maybe it was all on Fripp with the siding jobs, but yeah, still all of it hitting before that April time frame.
Yeah, and what really made an impact on me as being a maintenance manager and always have a lot of experience in the production side of things is how quickly it got done and how well the jobs were done, how well they were cleaned up, the prep work beforehand. So that's what really got the ball rolling for me, saying one day I want to work for a company like that.
And we were in a position too where, great, we came down, we helped out, we got people caught up, but there was a market there that obviously needed help, and there was an opportunity where we had work and we'd already started building a brand, and we had to make a decision. Hey, do we set up shop here, or do we just work for a few months and head out? And I think probably February, March, we started having conversations. Probably before that, January,
I think January we started having the conversation and kicking the idea around and trying to figure out the logistics of how everything was going to work, with crew and material suppliers, all that. And we worked out a deal, I believe, in beginning of February. I was able to give 2 months notice to my previous employer, who it was a great job. I was allowed to come to work in flip-flops and shorts and a t-shirt. And which they thought was funny, They were like, this guy's not going to get any roof from us. He's not even wearing shoes.
Yeah, when we went down, he showed up the first inspection, shorts, flip-flops, and a t-shirt.
In my defense, I would still walk on a roof of flip-flops.
Fact.
So
it was awesome though.
Anyways, we built a working relationship, and I think Dave realized that him and I are similar in the way that we process dilemmas that come up, whether it be scheduling, weather, materials. I think Dave saw with me that I'm a bit of a problem solver. I can get things done when things don't go as planned. Yep.
And it was more of like, we've always fleshed out, hey, something went wrong. Not everybody, a lot of people want to be like, oh, well, it's this person's fault or that person's fault. You and I are very similar in that, all right, this is wrong right now. What do we need to do to fix it?
Worry about whose fault it is later. Let's fix it.
Exactly. We get it fixed so the client doesn't suffer, so the jobs get done on time. And then once everything's settled, we're like, all right, what went wrong? How do we prevent it from happening again? So we align very well on how we process stuff, how we overcome issues, how we interact with clients, just how we present ourselves as far as a brand and with the integrity and all that. So
yeah, and Beaufort, where I live at, is a small town, so I had quite a bit of connections in Beaufort with contractors, with realtors and other business owners, and also just other trades, to where we could refer them and be able to help our clients not only take care of the roofing situation, but also other needs they may have, whether it be HVAC, interior work, flooring, things of that nature. So far it's worked out really well, and the business has been building consistently down there, and we're excited about what the future holds.
Yep. So you started what, April 1st, April 2nd, something like that?
April 1st, yeah.
First
2017.
Monday. So
puts us at about 17 months, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we had talked about it for a little bit, figured out how it was going to work. You started April 3rd, or April 1st rather. Took a lot of time ramping up, new market. We'd done no marketing in there. I mean, you didn't take a lot of time. You were busting your butt.
Right.
But just the market itself, small market, it's very reputation driven. So the new company there is hard to get a foothold, and if you start screwing stuff up, you get let go pretty quick. So you spent a lot of time building that reputation. We spent some time branding and getting the name out there, doing events and other things. And this year, you've already done substantially more.
Yeah, about
already.
3 times what I did last year.
Yeah,
so.
Already this year done three times the business as everything you did last year.
Right.
Which is insanely impressive. So, obviously you'll see the video in Beaufort. Keep an eye out for our Lowcountry guys. Keep an eye out for some videos Taylor's going to be sending out your way over the next few weeks and months. And if you need help on that market, Taylor's the man to talk to. So what are you looking for? Like, what's your big drive as far as clients down there? You dealing with a lot of homeowners, a lot of property management companies?
We started out dealing with real estate agents and property managers, and those are there's, as you know, if you're in Beaufort, you know there's tons of real estate agents around. Yep. So those can be kind of hit or miss. Some of them are good and some of them are not so good. Property managers have been really well for us. I got a couple in Bluffton that give me quite a bit of work, a lot of repair work and things of that nature, also some replacements. Right now, my main focus is contractors building custom homes. We don't do much on the production side, so your national builders such as D.R. Horton, Mungo, Pulte, all those we typically don't
not
work.
Really our niche market.
That's not really our market. Also, if you notice, there's a lot of commercial buildings popping up and commercial land for sale on around the Beaufort area, particularly northern Beaufort. So commercial contractors are a great referral. Also, any commercial real estate agents or agencies are great referrals as well as anybody that just needs a roof, needs some guidance on what kind of roof to get and when they're going to need it and how long they can expect it to last. Just have them give me a call.
So pretty much anybody from somebody that just owns their house and has that property to a property management or vacation or rental management company to a small builder to even a large commercial builder, we can pretty much cover down there. So
yeah.
So thanks again for watching. I was glad to finally get you up here on a video and get to introduce you to the DE world.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching this episode. Give it a like. Let us know what you thought in the comments down there. Share it if you feel so inclined. If you really like to go to our page under follow, click see first. That way you never miss a video. You see it as soon as it comes out. And we'll see you on the next episode.